Hrithik Roshan could smell a fart even before someone farted after the completion of this film. Come on, Kangana. I didn't do anything. Well, you were about to. The film is about Vijay seeking revenge for the murder of his father. Well, if you go deep enough into the story, you will realize the film actually is about a poem. Yes, you heard me right, a poem. Dinanath was a failed poet who never got the ears of anyone. Not because he was unlucky, he was a horrible poet. So he thought, oh, maybe I should become a teacher, then my students would really appreciate my poetry. And so he became a teacher, but realized his students don't like his poems. So he thought of having his own kid, and thus was born Vijay. Dinanath was over the moon when he realized Vijay loves his poems. He used to take him on long walks and recite him his poems. So the first interaction of Dinanath and Kancha, Dinanath goes all poetic and Kancha is impressed, and so he also tries his hand and uses some difficult Hindi words to show master he is no less. And so Kancha goes, संक्रामक का मतलब समझते हो master, and master in his head is like, हिंदी, तमिल, तेलुगु, मलयालम, कन्नड़ा, हर भाषा में इसका मतलब तेरे टकले पे लिख सकता हो, सब जगह हो जाएगा. So Kancha listens to Dinanath recite some of his poems, and he's an illiterate. He has no sense or understanding of poetry, and he still could tell that was crap. So he decides the best thing he can do for the village is get rid of Dinanath. And can you imagine his frustration when Vijay, after growing up, confronted him and started reciting that same poem? Again, what's wrong with you people? Why can't you write a better poem? So when Vijay was stabbing Pankaj Tripathi's character and giving that long ass family introduction, Naam Vijay Chauhan, Baap ka naam Dinanath Chauhan.
Oh, I can't remember. Sorry, I still can't remember.
Vijay, from the village, you put my house on fire. Father is, Dinanath Chauhan, the poet, the teacher.
Try reciting one of his poems.
Okay. Kar shapat, Agneepath,
Hand me the knife.
And why did he forget introducing his mother and sister? I gave birth to you. So the one time we had a fight over dinner, so now what? You're not going to introduce your mother, you ungrateful bastard? His sister was fine. She didn't complain because she got a dedicated song for herself. That dinner table scene when Vijay got really upset because his mother refused to tell anything to his sister about their father. His mother must be thinking, what should I tell your sister? That your father bored my ears out every single night with his stupid poems? Why do you think she shunned him for the rest of her life? His mother hated those fucking poems and was so glad to know she will never have to hear those poems again. And she was not angry at all. She was curious to meet the man who did that to her poet. She was excited to meet Kancha until that poem lover brat Vijay showed up and took her away because he wants revenge. His mother wanted an alpha male like Kancha, not a Tarak Mehta. Can you imagine what she must be feeling at the end when Kancha was hanging from the tree, and that too not in an upside down position, and her son was reuniting with his father? And she's like, what am I supposed to do now? Even after being dead for so long, after Vijay avenged his death, having so much free time in his hands, he never managed to write another poem and still mumbling that same old shit. Recite your poem to the fucking tree now. Oh, you can't. And where's the underwear? That's why he never got into school or college or never got any job. Anywhere he went, people asked for his introduction. So tell me about yourself. Baap ka naam Dinanath Chauhan. I only asked for your name and speak in English. So what did your father do for a living? Poet. So recite one. Rejected. Next. Kancha was a nice guy. He wanted to show Vijay a good time and didn't want him turning out like his father. So he took Katrina's help. But that impotent imbecile wanted a piece of land more than a piece of ass. Imagine how Vijay felt when Priyanka dies. Man, I should have taken his offer. And what the hell is he gonna do with Mandwa? Let's say he kills Kancha and gets the land. How the hell is he gonna rebuild that town? By what? Reciting poems? He hasn't even passed high school. Great look of Sanjay Dutt, but he couldn't be more than himself. If only costume and makeup could transform the actor into the character. So the first scene of Kancha looks at his face in the mirror and shatters the mirror because he's insecure of his looks and especially his baldness. That's the highlight of his character. In the entire film, he never misses an opportunity to caress someone's hair. So he meets Vijay and then hangs him upside down and beats the crap out of him and makes him unconscious. And very sweetly, he wakes Vijay up by stroking his hair. Wake up, Vijay. You have a sister, right? Yeah, what? Yeah, you do. You do have a sister, right? So Kancha ventures into salt business. Kancha is like Mahatma Gandhi in alternate universe. Rauf Lala was a true businessman. He died doing his business. He kept selling till his last breath. He's a great salesman. Why so many flashbacks? Every single scene there is a flashback, constantly reminding audience Vijay is doing it for his father. Vijay is angry at Kancha, and Vijay's father wants revenge and all every single time. And that background music every time Vijay gets angry or has a serious face, like why maybe his acting is not good enough to convey that anger. Maybe he didn't flare his nostrils enough, so they could not let go of that background music. So in this scene, Vijay's mother tells him, मैंने सिर्फ खाना खाने के लिए बुलाया है. And Vijay responds, और मैं उसकी बात कर रहा हूँ जिसने खाना खाना सिखाया है. And Vijay's mother must be thinking, oh, so your father was the one whose nipples you latched onto for the first 6 months of your life. Good to know. So that's how Vijay shoots a gun. He thinks it's a dart and the bullet will leave if he shakes it harder. No wonder he had to hang Kancha from the tree. So Kanchi was dragging Master to hang him from the tree, and Vijay's mother was on the ground. So Vijay was trying to help her get up, and his mother goes, "Papa ke paas ja, Papa ke paas ja." Oh, why is she not getting up? Is she trying to get an orgasm after so long watching Kancha torture her husband?